Okay, it's actually snowing a bit today. I actually went to the highest elevation in the area and it doesn't seem like it's much, but it seems like it's rain now anyways. Let's see how it holds up. And what's going on today? How about this one, where apparently it says here in Ethiopia, they're launching their first drone network for, I guess, medical purposes. This one says Ethiopia's first long-range medical drone network established. As it says here, Ethiopia's first long-range drone network has completed a 30-day project delivering medical items including 6,936 vaccine doses in 44 flights to 6 hard-to-reach communities. And they say it's vaccines for various, diseases such as tuberculosis, polioviruses, and it says these deliveries carried enough vaccines to supply these target locations for 1 month and marked a significant step in improving healthcare delivery in Ethiopia's most remote regions. Australian drone company Swoop Aero's automated, remote piloted aircraft Kite can fly up to 120 kilometers with a 3-kilogram payload before requiring a battery swap, the release added. To reach the most remote clinics, a battery swap location has been established midway, extending the network's reach to 240 kilometers from the distributed hub. The drone flies pre-planned routes that have been mapped to avoid obstacles such as mountains, power lines, and buildings. Kite takes off and lands vertically, allowing for two-way delivery, providing the ability to speed diagnostic samples from hard-to-reach communities to central labs. It says Red Lighting, a non-profit organization, funded the 30-day project, which was operated by Freight in Time and the Information Network Security Agency. The release added, Drone logistics is the latest phase in multi-year initiative to bring supply chain innovation to the last-mile delivery of healthcare items in the region. The Global Fund, the Ethiopian Ministry of Health, the Ethiopian Pharmaceutical Supply Service, and Freight in Time formed a private-public partnership in 2020 aimed to reduce missed vaccinations, target at-risk zero-dose children, and eliminate medical item stocks out at the local level. The UPS Foundation and Gavi have provided the financial support for this PPP since 2022 and have committed an additional $1 million to continue this support through 2024. That's good in general, using drone tech to be able to deliver to remote places. Whenever stories like these come up, I'm reminded of that story right here where apparently somebody had to pass away because they're off in the island or something like that, and in order to get the medication they had to get a helicopter, which cost thousands of dollars, so they just decided it's not financially worth it. So the guy just passed away because of that. So you'll need solutions like these in the future, which is good to read. And then I was reading this, which was kind of interesting, as recently Google announced their new AI program, Gemini, for the public, and people are already accusing them of, faking it. Like this one says, PSA about Google's jaw-dropping video demo of Gemini, the one with the duck. It was not carried out in real time or in voice. The model was shown still images from video footage and human prompts narrated afterwards per a spokesperson. So imagine that, huh? And some places go into more detail, like this one saying Google's best Gemini demo was faked. Google's new Gemini AI model is getting a mixed reception after its big debut yesterday, but users may have less confidence in the company's tech or integrity after finding out that the most impressive demo of Gemini was pretty much faked. A video called Hands On with Gemini interacting with multi-model AI hit 1 million views over the last day, and it's not hard to see why. The impressive demo highlights some of our favorite interactions with Gemini, showing how the multi-model model, i.e. it understands and mixes language and visual understanding, can be flexible and responsive to a variety of inputs. So you can see basically as an example, they have various things such as showing different objects and it's identifying what's what, or doing magic tricks, for example, like with sleight of hand, and it can kind of determine what's going on. It says it's all very responsive too, though the video does caution that latency has been reduced and Gemini outputs have been shortened. And then here lies a controversy. It says just one problem, the video isn't real, saying, quote, recreated the demo by capturing footage in order to test Gemini's capabilities on a wide range of challenges. Then we prompted Gemini using still image frames from the footage and prompting via text. So although it might kind of do the things Google shows in the video, it didn't and maybe couldn't do them live, and in a way they implied. In actuality, it was a series of carefully tuned text prompts with still images, clearly selected and shortened to misrepresent what the interaction is actually like. You can see some of the actual prompts and responses in the related blog post, which to be fair is linked in the video description, albeit below. And so basically they talk about how it was given all these, I guess, inputs and so forth, but they kind of edited it, I guess, for presentation sakes. It says all the user prompts and outputs in the video are real, shortened for public brevity. The video illustrates what the multi-module user experience built with Gemini could look like. We made it to inspire developers. When you're building an app, you can get similar results by prompting Geminis with an instruction that allow users to, quote, configure the behavior of the model, like inputting "you are an expert in science" before a user can engage in the same kind of back and forth dialogue. So I guess the debate here is whether or not do you believe this AI can do what they claim, or do you think they over-exaggerate it to try to make themselves stand out? I guess the over-exaggerated example would be kind of like apparently in China where there was a celebration before for an event and they completely faked, for example, like on TV, things like the fireworks and stuff, to my knowledge. So do you think it's like that where you're doing it to impress people, or do you think it's just a matter of, oh, we just got to do it this way to make it more presentable? Either way, it's kind of interesting overall.
Members of the Palestinian coalition here today, just as a symbol of peace, unity, and resistance.
All right, see you guys later.